we've seen Tyler in Knuckle Huck.
We've seen him in slopestyle. We've seen him in big air. As you mentioned, a rookie in this event. Going Miller flip 720 tail grab. I like it a lot.
North Bay, Ontario, stand up. Tyler Nicholson does have a silver medal in his X Games career, trying to add a gold knuckle to it.
That's a good way to start the campaign. 2 frontside direction, grabs tail and puts his hand on the knuckle.
All right, now it's time for the youngest competitor in our field. You saw his older brother, Dusty, win it last year. This is 17-year-old Dylan Henriksen.
Coming in switch on his first hit. Cab 1, big old laid out backflip.
I like the way it looks when he does that.
It is. He's got that mammy swag. You know, we call that mammoth swag because being from Mammoth, there's a certain way you ride your snowboard, and the way that Dylan rides his snowboard is the Mammoth way you ride your snowboard. Cab 1, big old backflip.
Here last year, perhaps the most creative rider in this field.
Okay. You might think he fell, but I say no. I say that was an intentional carved revert right there. The fans are in disbelief, as we are. So he kind of does like a backside Miller flip, if you will, then switches it to back 5 and then lays in the toe edge and flips it back.
Here last year, perhaps the most creative rider in this field.
Okay. You might think he fell, but I say no. I say that was an intentional carved revert right there. The fans are in disbelief, as we are. So he kind of does like a backside Miller flip, if you will, then switches it to back 5 and then lays in the toe edge and flips it back. I find it extremely refreshing. I love what he said at the end of that piece was, hey, this is an idea, this is how I do things, but do things how you want to, because that's exactly how Zeb Powell runs his snowboard career. A tag, and then goes off kilter after.
It's reckless and it's fun, and I like it.
Kind of does a nollie tail tap frontside 720. And
was that a question?
Kleveland.
Hold on. Was that a question? Henriksen, our defending gold medalist from last year.
That's what we're looking for. Cab 1, tail press, front flip out of it. Fool me once, shame on you. You can't feel Dusty again, that's for sure.
Oh, what a show it's been thus far here in the Wendy Snowboard Knuckle Huck. More from Aspen when we return here at X Games. Here's Luke Winkleman in his second X Games appearance, but it's his first time in the Wendy's Knuckle Huck.
Comes in switch, little revert, backflip, revert as well. They're just dancing out there.
That's just a little ham and eggs.
That's a little ham and egg.
If you're joining us, this is Fridge. He wears a backpack.
He's also really good at doing knuckle tricks.
The first winner of the Wendy's Knuckle Huck back in 2019. Oh yes.
Okay, I like it a lot. Switch backside 540, drags the backhand, well grabbing, switch Japan. Very difficult. And I don't think I've actually ever seen that done before. Takes off switch, switch Japan, drags the backhand. Gets good purchase on the knuckle, puts the base down, rides away. Stuff, if you will, because he's waiting for a chair. He's waiting for a prop. You heard him there.
We have seen props in the past. We didn't see it last year, I don't believe,
we
here
didn't
at the
see it
Wendy's
last year.
Snowboard Knuckle Huck. The only rule here tonight is that there are no rules.
So what I think Zeb wants to do is get Luke Winkleman, the homie up there, the good homie Luke we call him, and he wants Luke to essentially make his board like a diving board so Zeb could ride off of it. There goes Luke. Okay. Position A, Omaha, Omaha. He's calling an audible.
Hey, Luke. Hey, bro.
What a friend, what a fellow competitor, really what an accessory he is for this one.
He's putting his body on the line. Oh my, good work! Bull jam backflip! Aspen loves it, as do we. Now there's lots to digest here because you can't really use the snowboard as a proper pole jam or else Luke would be in a lot of pain. So you have to really ollie and trust that you're gonna go way down the landing, and that's what Zeb does. He takes in a lot of MPH here. It gets the rotation around.
This is an optical illusion. It's an illusion optical in nature,
yeah,
really.
I didn't ramp.
A human accessory. But Zeb Powell has come correct here tonight. Marcus Kleveland, who's been sneaky good all night long, has to follow that up.
Essentially a cab 3 hand drag or switch Miller flip, whatever you want to call it. But it looks like he's going to go to cab 5.
Shred Hate was launched here at X Games Aspen 6 years ago in an effort to ignite student compassion, eradicate bullying, and create a world of belonging. For more info, please check out disney.com/choose-kindness. So here's Miles Fallon on his 4th run.
Okay. Miles Fallon going little 180 into the rippy flip, if you will. Cab 1 rippy flip, essentially a backflip 360. Don't even think about grabbing that thing, though. I'll tell you that for free.
Just the core
to people you will ever have the pleasure of meeting. He'll do anything for anybody.
Luke Wiekelman, run number 5.
Ooh, the bolts.
He's got Sandy.
The after bang on that. Front 3 off the toes, grabs true crail, that's that backhand all the way to the nose. We're gonna go way up. Backhand all the way to the nose. Incredible flexibility into the melon. Double grab, frontside 360 all the way to the bottom. I don't think he can go.
Marcus Kleveland. Again, we have no idea what the standings look like for this thing throughout the contest, but we're all in for a treat.
Ooh. Double dip back 9 off of a knuckle. There's no takeoff there. But he is so talented at generating pop.
Look at that.
With the nollie, he nollies off the front foot.
Dip with the chip.
And he could have even took it to 10 if he wanted to, but shows control by holding it back there. Yeah, we don't see standings, Brando, but
I think he's climbing the ladder, Craig.
I mean, he's helped his campaign on the last one here. Needs a little bit more variety. From the rest of the field, we have seen a lot of variety. You know, Zeb, Marcus. What does Fridge got here? Oh, the backflip palm drag. And that's not really a trick, a backflip palm drag, but I'm going to start calling it that because that's got to be one of the scariest things you can do. Ride at the knuckle and pretty much do a backflip where you think your head is going to hit the snow. Put your palms down.
Oh my goodness.
And just try and get a little frostbite on the fingies.
Oh boy.
He's on the big piece of lumber here. And able to put it down. Why? Because the amount of lumber that is under his feet. That has got to be a 175,
yeah,
180.
All you have to do from home is look at that board he's riding on and realize that that's not the board he's been on all evening.
I love this trick though. Coffin slide, backflip. Doesn't really go over, but still tweaks the method there.
So here's Dusty Henriksen.
You're good, Dusty.
Our defending gold medalist.
I think that gimbal god looked more serious than Dusty did dropping in there.
It's the final run of the evening here in Wendy's Snowboard Knuckle Huck.
Okay.
Oh!
That was just silly. That was just silly, Dusty. Cab 1, tail press. Then uses a trampoline and does a double front flip out. 1. Let me go over again.
How?
That's a piece of art. That's a piece of art.
That's an NFT.
I mean, that is something.
It's mine. It's mine. I'm calling it. Knuckle Huck winner from a few years ago. I know it's, you know, we're closing in on the final minute here. We don't have a scoreboard. We don't have a leaderboard. Who do you think's leading this thing here, Wendy's Knuckle Huck, Craig?
Well, folks at home, tell us who you think is leading this thing. If I had to pick, I would go Zeb or Marcus. Ooh! So Fridge adds another one in the bag there.
Fridge says, I will not be silenced. Perhaps saving his best for last, Craig.
270 to the toe edge, dig it in so hard that you do a backflip. And that's where a backpack comes in to play as a counter. I think if Marcus wants to catch Zeb, he's got to do something wild here. Cab 7.
Like that?
Cab 7 to 900? Or was that I need replays for Marcus because it's too hard. Okay, let's take a look. Cab 7, I believe, or